estimates come out, but maybe half of all retirees today do not have enough financial security to last their retirement. And so people are having to work longer due to inadequate savings and investment opportunities. And if we look at this locally, we see a wide variation in terms of demographics and potential labor force gains. And I'll turn it over to Mark.
Yeah, so this chart, we're looking at what we call the natural rate of population increase. So the number of births in a county less the number of deaths in a county. So when this becomes negative, that means, or goes to zero, well, that means we won't see any population growth in the absence of net migration, bringing folks in from elsewhere. And that's rapidly happening across the state. The Oregon average before we get to 2030 is likely going to get to the point where the natural rate of population increase is zero. We've seen birth rates flatten over time in most recent years, and surprisingly so, as the millennial population cohort are delaying, if not more, in terms of their childbearing. And so we're seeing very little of that. And so, again, in the absence of any natural rate of increase, we become more and more dependent on our comparative advantage and migration. But the story really does differ across the state. In terms of, you see here, some of these that still have significantly positive rates of natural increase, Morrow, Washington, Marion, Umatilla, the like. A lot of these have one characteristic in common, and that is the presence of a lot of Hispanic households that still have birth rates that are higher than the population as a whole. And so this, well, going forward in terms of the labor dynamics as well. But really, the story is pretty positive for now across the spectrum, particularly in